All right, y'all ready to talk about Kingdom?
I hope
Yeah,
So,
sure.
what'd you guys think of the performances this week?
all of them were huge. Like all of them were really big. Again, I am just a fan of the fourth gen group, so I'm always going to be looking at them for the level of like competition and performance that like really sets the bar in this competition. Oh, I'm so proud of all of them. It's really cool to see them take their like these songs that we know well and make them into something new.
Yeah. So, for the
Yeah.
three that were this week, who do you think did the best?
Go
Um,
ahead, Sid.
we all know who Skylar's gonna say. I just want you to go first.
Okay. I personally, I had to get myself together. I think that Ateez did the best. I think that Ateez did the best as they do. You know, great performers, great outfits. What can I say? They came back with a vengeance, like I knew they would. Period. Pooh.
I don't. To me, they were doing a little too much with the octopus. I was watching. I was like,
We have to do it
Ateez
big.
did not
We
unleash
do
the
things big over
Kraken.
here. If you don't do it big, it doesn't matter. If you don't aim too high, what did J. Cole say?
Aim too high, then you aim too low.
I remember
Exactly.
when we
That's
only
it.
had like the trailers for Kingdom, someone was like they like reported what the budgets were for each thing and ATs had the most and we only had the trailers to go by and like some behind the stage like shows. They were like, how does ATs have the biggest budget? They have like a wooden plank like pirate ship thing and that's it. Like the boys were doing this and this and then when I saw the performance I was like, oh, so all that money
Oh,
went
hell
straight to
yeah.
that octopus limb for sure.
So,
Like
Sid told me, she's like, they have the biggest budget. And I saw it and I was like, well,
so
obviously,
are they gonna do
a
like
lot going
Pirates of the
on.
Caribbean for like the whole thing? Like, I feel like that might be their theme for the whole thing.
Well, that's their thing,
that's
period.
also like Pirate King, their song and everything. I feel like that's been a part of their like brand. But
Mhm.
I will say that the boys continuing the Game of Thrones theme seems like what's gonna happen
Okay.
for them too.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, isn't it sort of like EXO's, what
Superpowers.
do they have? Like their yeah, like their
Yeah, that's true.
superpowers. It's like the same
That's
sort of
true.
thing,
You
I
got
think.
me there. Who do you think did the
Yeah, but
best?
I just like to say,
Oh, you finished up what you were gonna say, Sky.
I just want to say I love all the fourth gen groups. I was just playing around. I like ATs, but I love everyone. That's it.
But for the performances this week, I definitely are we supposed to rank them
You can. I
or
have a
just like
ranking of
talk
all
about
of
them?
them for the challenge on my notes.
Ooh, okay. I didn't rank them all, but I enjoyed I think ATs and the boys, I enjoyed them the most. It was a very different take on God's Menu from Stray Kids, and they
Mm.
had a lot of elements and they told like a complete story. But I don't know. I don't know why like it was just kind of like I think it's because I've seen better performances of God's Menu from them. And like when you hear that they're doing God's Menu, you're like, but this was like a little slower than I was used to. And I think what I like about God's Menu is the fast energy and like the
Mhm.
intense rap part. So I think that I was a little like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I see what you did. But I wanted
Yep.
it to be rah ta 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 do 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 do, and it was like a little lower than that.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah.
excited because I wanted that, but
Yeah.
it was still really really good. I think that literally Ateez could never go wrong with Wonderland. I love that song. And Jongho, he hit notes I didn't know were humanly possible. So impressive all around. Songhwa had his moment where he was the captain walking down and they had all their muskets out and my man was the leader and I was like, yes, absolutely, of course. So love that performance. The boys, I just think their use of their own bodies and themselves as a group is like incredible. I think they know what each member is really good at, and they all stepped up and showed that. Was pleasantly surprised by BTOB. They did that. They added like a lot of theme elements and like the sword part to their performance, which I think was new. Icon, their musical killed it. I literally loved it. The only thing I would say is that it seemed like two separate stories rather than one. But other than that, like it was really cool. I wish they had stuck with the first theme though, like the happy musical theme. I really liked it because it was so different from what the other groups
Yeah.
did. And then it went more the dramatic route, but like that was fine. SF9, they were good. They were very mystical and interesting. I thought it was really cool that they did a lift with the female background dancers. That was really cool. But I just think that the story elements that fourth gen is giving is hitting different.
So for me, for this week, Stray Kids was my favorite. I love God's Menu. But you're right. This one, I definitely wasn't feeling the energy that I normally want Stray Kids to bring with God's Menu. But it still was my favorite for this challenge. The group that I felt really brought the energy again was Icon. They seem to like maybe it's because like I don't feel like they're like as like determined, like they're like, I don't know, going that like they're going hard, but I feel like they're having fun with it in a way that the other groups aren't. So I don't know. I just really liked Love Scenario was fun. They seemed like they were having fun with it. I never like Bobby was going hard as fuck dancing. I was like, okay, Bobby. And I liked the thing with the lighter and all that. They brought a lot of energy to it. Then I said Ateez because they shot a big ass tentacle from a ship. And, I can't deny that. I like Pirates of the Caribbean, so. Then I gave SF9 and the boys a tie. I thought they did something kind of similar with, like, the drama and a little bit more elegant than, like, hard this time around. I wanted, from the boys, I wanted a little bit more energy. But SF9 I was pleasantly surprised by, so that's why I gave them a tie. And I put BTOB at the bottom because even though they did bring it this time around, and I like the sword fighting, and I like the theme, and I like I just felt like the background dancers were doing a lot of the work. Because when it was just the four of them, like, they were kind of like, I was like, cool, you hit that one. But I don't understand how Icon was at the bottom of the scoreboard. You cannot tell me that BTOB's was better than Icon's. I'm shook by that.
Did Icon go the first week?
They did Love Scenario.
Okay.
But they were at the bottom of the scoreboard again. And
they did two songs. They did Love Scenario and something else.
But SF9 was also on the bottom. They got 0 points.
I saw that.
Wow.
But that was from the artists themselves voting in the groups and from the like
it was like an experts panel.
Specialist. Yeah, the expert specialist panel. So like that's not the fans. Like, you can still bring their score up. That's not the final rankings. Voting is still going on. I voted several times through Who's Fan. If you're a Du Bois and you're watching this, for them, they deserve it.
Okay.
And Skylar's like, 18
Sorry, I want them to do well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
18s,
if I could,
A's.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my ranking
Yeah.
because I only did Ateez. So I would like to be honest. I didn't watch SF9, so I'm gonna leave them out just because I didn't watch it. Because I can't find it. It's really hard for me to find.
Okay.
But on YouTube. Okay, I would rank Ateez first. God's Menu second with Stray Kids just because I like that song. But I agree with Sid, like it didn't hit the same. Also, Ateez, I just would like to note, usually I don't like stage performances that have so many different elements, but I love Ateez because it didn't overwhelm them. Like usually people can't live up to like the huge hype that they create, but with Ateez, like they're totally fine because they're so good at performing. Third, I would give to the boys because they're just like kind of the perfect group with performing, even though it didn't really give me the same energy. I would just still rank them third. And then fourth, I'm gonna do Icon. And fifth, I would do
BTOB.
BTOB. Is that the only
Yeah.
groups? That's it?
Other than
Yeah.
SF9, yeah.
Yep.
I just want
That's
more
it.
energy from everybody. That's my thing.
Yeah. I want, like you said, once you pointed out that first week, I was like, dang, I really do want something fun, just not something dramatic. Like, I want something that's really fun and brings energy and is just very enjoyable to watch. Like,
Mhm.
that's why, like, on Road to Kingdom, I feel like it was also very dramatic, but Danger was so
Yes.
fun. Like, that performance will stay in my mind because it was so fun. Like, there were so many elements, and although they were very serious, it was executed in a way that was like, I don't know, just somehow more
Yeah, we were like
enjoyable for me.
watching it
And
like,
especially because,
you know?
yeah, exactly. It's, I think part of it was really the lack of using background dancers. I feel like sometimes background dancers can enhance a performance, but they can also take away from the actual artist, because when I'm watching what the background dancers are doing, and like, I want to focus on what artists themselves can do. Like, I want to see them bring it. And Danger was like one of the only performances where there were no background dancers. Like, the boys were doing everything on their own and they were killing it. And it was insane. So like, I'd love to see some of that come back. Like, just the groups themselves doing something among their members. But I also understand that like, the boys have a lot more members than a lot of other groups, so they're capable of doing more diverse tricks and stuff. But I don't know, I feel like Ateez, when they don't even need all those elements, they have the energy. They're like, the way they do facial expressions when they perform, I've never seen someone change their expression 5 times in like 2 seconds like San can, and it's amazing. So I want to see more of like those unique talents of the groups in their performances for Kingdom, rather than relying on the dramatics and the effects.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
big budget things.
But I'm starting, I know you guys watched Kingdom before, but I'm starting to feel like that's just a part of the show, at least this time around, because every time I've seen a performance, it's with like hella elements included, and it's supposed to be a stage. Like when they do award stages, even in America, you know, it's like costumes, background dancers, set design. So I just feel like I don't know. I wish it could be like that, just normal or more just about the artists themselves. But I can't tell with Kingdom. I'm like, I guess it's like supposed to be like really fantastical.
Yeah, but I agree with both of those things. Like, I think I just with Ateez, with Stray Kids, and with the boys particularly, I am used to seeing them, but outside of Kingdom, with so much energy.
Mhm.
Like, and when they're doing big stuff too, and they just kind of like light up the stage and just like bring a lot, like even when they're
Mhm.
doing something dramatic, like you said with Danger, you know, first of all, they're not doing a slow orchestral song. Like that's gotta go for me, you know, personally. If it's like it was like they were dancing like hip hop to a sea shanty, I was like, I need to hear like a beat. Not like the
Mhm.
Weatherman
Yeah.
or whatever. The Wellerman, that's what it's called. The sea shanty. I was like, what is this? But I you know, I just wanted to see them like hitting those moves hard and like the facial expressions and the, you know, a fun song. That's just like why I'm having fun with Icon, is that they're just like bringing the party to it, you know? Even if they're just kind of jumping around
Yeah,
the
I
Yeah.
stage,
definitely
it's
see
still like
that.
they're having a good time. And they like it's one of those things where they like get
Yeah.
the audience up, you know? And that's, I think, just as much a part of a good performance, is like getting the audience engaged, even if we're not there live, you know. I
Yeah.
just feel like I'm yeah.
But I will say, when people have done like brighter concepts, even on Road to Kingdom, they didn't do as well as when they did dramatic
Well, they could do
concepts.
dramatic
And
Mhm.
like,
concepts. They just
I
got to
get
bring the
it, it's the
fun. Danger
spectacle.
was so dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I need to see this performance by the boys because I gotta be honest with you. I was looking forward to seeing ATs like you described,
Mhm.
Olivia, but I just thought that was a part of the show's concept and also the boys. I thought that was their influence on everyone. They're the ones with
True.
like the crazy set design. They're the ones with all these crazy props. Like they do it like really big and they do it well though. That's the thing. And I think ATEEZ did it well this time, but like with the boys is so different. So I need to see the performance that you guys are talking
Yeah.
about with the boys because I thought that's what Kingdom was about, was like a really dramatic performance.
Maybe the difference
Yeah,
is
I
the
think that is
songs that they're
definitely,
picking. Cuz like they're picking, like they're doing their
Mhm.
hits,
not
but
even
they're
the
doing it
songs,
like,
the
yeah, the
rearrangements.
arrangements. Like they're doing them like orchestral and kind of like slow. And like Danger was just like straight up like the pop song by Taemin. And you know Taemin brings the drama
Yeah.
every time. He's very dramatic, but it's always like
Yep.
gets you up dancing, you know? So they gotta
Mhm.
get my booty
We'll watch
popping.
it later. You'll see. Not your booty popping.
I'm dead.
My booty doesn't pop anyways.
But like upbeat.
Up,
They need to bring back how upbeat the songs are. Like even No Air
Yeah.
is a really upbeat song.
We want the original arrangements. That's what I think
yeah.
that's what I would
Like
like.
God's menu should have gotten us like jumping up out of our
We
seats,
need
hyped.
those back. Hyped. Yo, God's menu needs
Best
me
song.
to be like looking like a
The
chef
first
on the
time
5-star Michelin.
yeah.
Like I wanna be there
Yes.
with Felix
Yeah,
and be
when,
like,
even when I'm
yes.
The
listening
first
to
time I
it,
heard that song, I was like,
every time I play that song in the car,
it's
when
the
it
best
like
song.
cause like havoc, I'm like do 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 do.
Exactly.
I want to run into
Exactly.
somebody.
I want to crash the car and be like,
And then
boo,
Felix comes in and you just feel
I want to
so
GTA
cool.
floor it.
turbo boost.
I want to be on the highway. I want to be on the highway in my little mini coupe next to like, I don't know, some super fast car and be like looking like a chef on the 5-star Michelin. Like I want them to think I'm certifiably
Yes.
insane while I'm driving if I'm listening to God's menu. So like
Yeah.
when they were like it's God's menu, I was like,
I was like, damn,
I'm
they
not
really about
gonna
to
lie.
bring it.
Exactly. As a fan and like wanting the boys to come number one, I was like,
It's looking kind of yeah.
it's looking kind of.
It's looking kind
I was like, I was sitting here like
nervous.
exactly nervous, but also like anticipating like
Mhm.
about to do it. But you know what? I'ma still enjoy it because
And then
Stray Kids brings it. It'll be alright. They'll come back. The boys can come back. And then when
mhm.
I watched it, I was like it was God's menu, but it wasn't God's menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
They're, like, cooking like a chef. It
Do, do,
was
do,
exactly.
do,
it
do,
was
It,
do.
it was like no. It was like a chef. It's a 5-star.
yeah,
Like, I was like,
like,
come on now.
you're like, "Man."
When they do that thing, I want to be like breaking my arm, like
Yeah,
a chef. I'm a 5-star Michelin.
it went fast enough.
Yes. I agree. That's what I was feeling.
But someone from Kingdom is watching this. I hope you take note. I hope you bring back
Yeah,
the
take notes for
feeling.
3 American
Yeah,
I know.
casual fans.
exactly.
I think we
Well,
You know
at
what's
least
best.
me and Sid are past cat. I'm
I
like,
think we passed
casual,
casual.
girl. I have 200 pictures of
Okay.
I
know,
have
I was
200
like, that
pictures of
don't sound-
Solgi on my phone.
Well,
I am not casual.
Damn. Okay, two avid fans, 1 casual, still fans, 3
Jenny was
American
in my
fans. I
dream
hope
the
you
other
know
night. This is
we know
not
best
casual anymore.
for something.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
This
Real.
is
Still
certifiable.
looking forward to Kingdom. I just hope someone somewhere feels my energy. Just like Jungkook on my birthday when he dropped that selfie, he felt my energy and decided to drop it that day. We know he'd be going ghost. I need someone in Kingdom to feel this energy all the way from wherever I am, because I'm not telling you where I am, whatever, and just do it. Just take the cosmic energy that I want and do it.
Yeah,
That's all.
I
Mhm.
agree. I feel I'm sending out fun smoke signals over to Korea, and I hope that you get them.
I literally hyped myself up by singing God's Menu. I feel like I have more energy than when we started simply because I got to do that. I know that song literally gets me going. I'm definitely gonna have to listen
Oh,
to it after
for
this.
sure. All right.